Alex, Elliot, that is possibly the most bizarre game we'll see all year. A 9-8 overtime win over the Oxford City Stars. Alex, let's get the downside out of the way first. Conceding 8 at home is never a good thing, and I can't imagine you're best pleased with it.
No. I think great one for the fans, not one for us really. Not great early doors, conceding so many goals and never really, shutting up shop at the back. So disappointing there. That said, obviously, a great offensive night for Elliot and some of the other guys to come up with 9 goals and 1 in OT. Like I said, great for the fans, but probably better for the playoffs than we will be.
Obviously, a great offensive night, as you say, 9-8. It was one hell of a game. I'm struggling to come up with words myself here, especially for the ending. Obviously, the overtime winner from Elliot, one of his 7 on the night, which is still baffling. But as you say, it was a good performance from the entire team in the end.
Yeah, look, goals from every line, albeit 7 from one of them. The third line got 1, Oscar got 1 for the second, so that's really positive. Lots of lines are scoring at the moment. The OT was a great goal. And I thought in general we played okay in spells, but defensively we're still making some big mistakes, and that's costing us goals. Whether it's not getting to the red and ice and getting the puck deep. I think they scored on 2 icings on us, and they were getting Edwards and that out. So yeah, look, great one for the fans. It was great that it was the last game. It gives us a chance for second, but lots to work on.
Word on our opponents, obviously Oxford. We've had 2 very difficult games up there and 2 very difficult games at home. They've been well driven. That's probably the best performance they've had against us all season.
They're a bogey team for us, as we said before the game. They seem to play well against us, skillful players, and they played really well. That said, they are a good team. They're just going for a bit of a rut at the moment, which is not everyone goes through them. I'm sure they'll bounce back, and they've probably got a good chance in the playoffs. Ideally, we were talking about trying to avoid them because they're a bogey team for us. So fingers crossed we finish in that second spot. Otherwise, they'll be back soon, I believe.
Let's address obviously the elephant in the room, Elliot. I've lost count how many hat-tricks that is in the last month. I think that's up to 20 goals in the last 5 games for you. What were you doing last Sunday, for one, when you didn't score one? 7 tonight, an overtime winner. Give us your thoughts.
I mean, going to Sunday, it just goes to show that a lot of those goals were just greasy ones in front, just trying to get there. A lot of the boys were just in the right place at the right time, and I feel like a bit of a broken record really. I just feel like I'm saying the whole time as long as I put the puck away, but genuinely I do mean it. I can't reiterate it enough. If that's the role that Moz wants me to play, like I said, if it gets the boys closer, I literally feel like I'm repeating myself, but that is how I feel.
Obviously, your confidence can't be higher than the run you're on at the moment, really.
Yeah, it's always good personal. Obviously, I've got great support in the room with the boys. I couldn't ask for anybody better around me, to be honest. Obviously, the support Muzz gives me and all the boys, I can't ask for much more.
Yeah, no, look, it's been wonderful. You mentioned the Romford game. It's unfair to expect Elliot to win us games all the time, but as I mentioned at Romford, it was great to see that third unit step up, because as you get to the playoffs, you look at any level of hockey, you want all lines going. Confidence across all levels. Scotty, Harry, and Hutch in the last 2 games all on the board. Oscar firing, and that these are the secondary scoring that we need, because God forbid Elliot has a night off, someone else has to step up. It's not up to a 20-year-old to get us on this playoff run, but we are putting a lot of expectation on Aaron. He has a lot of respect in the room, and guys are delighted at his performance, and it's helping everyone.
What you say about respect in the room and Lions' performance, obviously with the onslaught tonight from you, it broke a record for the most goals in a South One season by a Devils forward. That's got to be something you're proud of, if not right now, in the future.
Yeah, I'm obviously very humbled by that. I believe was it Richard?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to that. I mean, obviously watching Richard for years, learning things off of him. He'd always help me so much. In training sessions, he'd always pull me aside and try and compose me a little bit more when I enter the zone. I mean, to pass him, I'm really, really humbled. Really humbled.
Yeah, Richard's one of our greatest ever goal scorers. So for Elliot to do that is so young. It just shows the potential that Elliot has, and yeah, he'll go on to do big and great things. But for now, he's a Devil, and we'll keep milking the cow, as it were, while he's with us, and on to the playoffs.
And obviously, one final one for the pair of you. That's the regular season done and dusted. It's party time, as it were, now, the playoffs. We know we've got a quarter-final. We know it's here at home on Easter Sunday. The opposition we won't know until tomorrow. We know it's Romford or Invicta. I'm not going to ask the silly question of who would you rather have, because both teams have given us troubles this year. But knowing it's down to those 2, how do you game plan the week going forward?
I think we'll know by tomorrow, right? So we don't train before that. So it will be an enjoyable night tonight. The skate with the Devils at the end of our game was great. We're going to go over to the pub now and enjoy and reflect on what's been a wonderful season. I think if results go our way tomorrow, we finish second. If not, we finish third. So that for a small club like us, 2 years on the bounce, and including the wins in the COVID pandemic, Spring Cup and stuff, is a great testament to what we do. I don't think it gets talked about enough. So, like I said, we will keep banging that drum. And second or third in this league with the budgets of the other teams is a massive testament to our club. That said, we are in essence trying to finish as hard as we can, so we have a good playoff run as well, because that's the most important thing. So second or third, we'll be ready for Invicta or Romford.
Yeah, I mean, just like Mars said, it's been a great year. Obviously, Streatham are the outright winners in this league, but we try and compete with them. We try and compete with all the other teams in the league. How small our budget is, I think personally, you can't buy what we have in that room because of how close we all are, how much we're all dedicated to the club, how much we love playing for the front of the shirt, and you can't really ask for much more than that.
No, agreed. Well said.
Alex, Elliot, well, there you go. See you next weekend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.